Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? It's week 3. It's just about to be
Hello.
time for 4th of July, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So, in terms of finding resources, there's a lot of things that we didn't have in the past, including the Gale Academic One file, opposing viewpoints, and reference library. So, I just wanted to focus on LACC library first, and then kind of branch out from there. So, this is going to be another sort of little series going on here, a sort of mini series. So if you click LACC Library, you'll see that there's a thing called OneSearch, and OneSearch essentially lets you look at all the print books, ebooks, articles, and everything all in one place, which is really helpful. So if you're looking for a topic, this is probably going to be the best place to go. And when you want to chat with a librarian, try to do something in advance. And you can always ask me, or you can ask the embedded tutor Susie for help and people in the Writing Center. We're all very familiar with this. The workshops kind of act as a sort of supplement to you actually going into the library. So if that's a thing that you want to do, absolutely take advantage of those workshops. And we'll be talking about databases a little bit later. And the research guides are really helpful. It tells you about MLA format, how to do the research process, etc., etc. And then, of course, they have the official library website. But we're just going to use OneSearch right now. And again, it'll say enter search terms, and you want to be as general as possible. But you might want to specify certain information. So, for example, borders. This is a very generalized term. Let's see how many results I get if I put in borders. Give it a second. Okay, it's coming up, and it should tell us how many we have. So as you can see here, we have 3 million results. That's a lot of results. So if you want to make it shorter, you can always go to scholarly journals, open access, available in the library, which we can't do. But look at the publication date. It says from 1881 to 2020. So we are going to refine this here. We're going to refine this here. And refine just means that we're going to change it. So reset filters. And we are going to choose a different date from 1881. We should choose something since 2010. I feel like 2010 was a major time. Actually, 2006. Let's go with 2006. 2006. That's when a lot of stuff happened with the border wall. That completely changed it to how it is today. Okay, so we have quite a few here, right? We have media organizations. Whoops, what happened here? Click out of there. Click, 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 click out of there. All right, and notice that we get at least a million, almost a million less results, right? Just by putting in 2006 to 2019. And there's a lot of different things here. And again, they use some real useful quotes. Ooh, sorry, shouldn't touch those quotes. And it talks briefly about some of the things that might interest you in this book, right? I'm going to look for Borders, a very short introduction, only because I know it's on here. A very short introduction. And again, they have it right there. So if you know that you're looking for engaging with Borders and it was on JSTOR, you probably want to type it in and then you'll be able to see every single article. And again, Borders, a very short introduction, was made in 2012. This is the online version. It is also available at East LA College. Yay! Eva! Okay, so it will say full text availability, view online. Please choose the third one that says ebook community college collection. I found this out the hard way. So we're waiting for it. All right. Now, you'll see a much fuller description here, right? And this is the sort of abstract or main idea of the paper. that they're trying to say. And another useful thing is that you can look at the table of contents, which you'll see a very bordered world, which you're all familiar with, borders and territory in the ancient world. So use the table of contents to help you find a certain chapter that you want to read. Now, I want to specify that in scholarly books like this, you are going to have to choose probably um, one chapter from a book, and it's usually 20 to 30 pages. That's a lot of information, right? So you want to be sort of um, discreet in which ones you want to use. Don't try to use and read the whole book. It's just not going to happen, especially because the paper is going to be due in about 13 days. So what you want to do instead is just choose one that you think best fits the prompt that you're trying to work on. Okay? And let's try this one. I'm curious to see what it says about cross-border institutions and systems. Because, as we all know, crossing borders is such a big, big term, especially in prompt number 4. All right? And like the other one, you could kind of scroll down. And again, you can download this whole chapter if you want. You don't have to download a very bordered world because I've already done that for you. Yay! So if you want to use additional readings for yourself, this would be a great way to do that, right? So Border is a very short introduction for those of you who are revising essays 1 and 2 for your research paper. This is the way to go. This is exactly what it is that you want to look for. And next, I'm going to tell you about some databases that are awesome and really helpful.